Good morning, everybody, on Friday, the 12th of February, our last day of term. We've made it. So, our last 2D shape lesson today, and we're going to be thinking of making patterns with 2D shapes. But let's just read our vocabulary together. 2D, circle, triangle, square, rectangle, pentagon, hexagon, octagon, semicircle, rhombus, trapezium, parallelogram, sides, vertices, and symmetrical. So we've been busy with our shape this week. We've been naming our shapes, counting their vertices and sides. We've been drawing our 2D shapes and sorting them. We've been identifying if they have a vertical line of symmetry and if we can complete a symmetrical pattern. And finally, today we're going to make some pictures, some patterns, some repeating patterns with our 2D shapes. So warming up our maths brains first is 13 odd or even, and have a go at the rest. Off you go. Super. So is 13 odd or even? Can you remember that our even numbers like to have a partner? So let's have a look. Wow, that's a big highlighter. Let's undo that onto the smaller one. Let's draw them out using our highlighter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You are right. 13 is an odd number because this one does not have a partner. So we would say odd number. Divide 14 by 2. So we need to have two groups. 1, 2, and we're going to divide out 14 objects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I can see that there are 7 in each group, so 14 divided by 2 equals 7. Okay, there are 5 players on a football team. How many players on 4 football teams? So I have got to do 4 football teams of 5 people. So 4 times 5 is 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. Having a look at our money last. So we've got 1, 2, 3 times 10p. So 3 times 10p, which is going to give us 30p. It's really important we write our p down. We're not talking about elephants or boats. And then we have got 2 times 1p. That gives us 2p. And if we add that together, how much money is there altogether? 30p. Add 2p, there is 32p altogether. Altogether. There we go. Had to think about how to spell that word. Super. So let's have a look at our patterns. Can you spot what the pattern is? Well done. It goes square, oval, circle, square, oval, circle. So it is a repeating pattern. This is our a chunk, 3 shapes, and we put this pattern down in a repeated fashion. So, can you describe these patterns? Brilliant. You are right. Our repeating pattern goes triangle, rectangle, triangle, rectangle. And I can use these dots to say it carries on and on and on until I want to stop. What about this pattern? Do you remember the name of this shape? It's got 6 vertices. Well done. A hexagon. So hexagon, got another hexagon. And then I've got a square. You might have thought it was a rhombus, but if I look carefully, it's got a special 90-degree corners, and all of the sides are the same length. So that is our chunk. It goes hexagon, hexagon, square. So I've got hexagon, hexagon, square. So our repeating pattern is hexagon, hexagon, square. Hexagon, hexagon, square. So let's just circle the chunk that is repeated. Go. So this one has got, this first one has got 2 parts to it that we repeat, and this one has got 3 parts to it that we repeat. So this pattern here seems to have some missing, and so does this one. Which one of these pictures underneath, which tile needs to go in the correct space? Press pause and have a go. Right, so let me use some clues here. I'm going to look at the bigger part of the pattern here. So I seem to have circle, triangle, circle, triangle. So I've got the repeating chunk is this circle followed by a triangle. So I've got circle, triangle. It's going to have to be this one, isn't it? Circle, triangle, circle, triangle, circle, triangle, circle, triangle. Now this one looks a little bit more complicated. Let's see if I can work out what the repeating chunk is. So I've got cross, moon, moon, or a crescent. That's a nice word. Cross, crescent, crescent. Cross, cross, crescent, crescent. Well, cross wouldn't work. My chunk, I think, is this. I've got a cross with a crescent and a crescent. So it's going to have to be this one, isn't it? I've got cross, crescent, crescent, cross, crescent, crescent. Brilliant. So, here's a challenge. Can we draw the 10th shape for the pattern? So let's have a look at the pattern. What is the pattern doing? And what shape is number 10 going to be? Then you can do the same for this one here. Brilliant. So we can see our repeating pattern for this. We repeat these 2 shapes. Now, this one's a tricky shape. Can you remember it? It is on our vocabulary list. It's our trapezium. So it goes trapezium, square, trapezium, square. So which one are we going to be drawing for our number 10th shape? Let's work it out. Let's keep saying it. So trapezium, square, trapezium, square, trapezium, square. So I need to, I'm just going to borrow my tool and I'm going to grab it. And here we go. Here is a square. I've drawn in my 10th shape. Make it a bit smaller. What about this one then? What's our repeating chunk, our repeating group? We've got semicircle, triangle, pentagon. Semicircle, triangle, pentagon. So our repeating chunk is this one. And we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So semicircle, triangle, pentagon. Semicircle, triangle, pentagon. Semicircle, triangle, pentagon is number 9. So semicircle is going to be number 10. Let me grab my special snipping tool to grab a semicircle so we can draw that one. Brilliant. So number 10 is our semicircle. Okay, so straight into our activities then. Really easy to start with. You need to spot the pattern and can you draw the next 2 shapes in it? We have then got a question here where it says my pattern goes circle, triangle, square, and it keeps repeating. So can you draw the first 9 shapes in Rosie's pattern, sorry. Then she's asking you, what is shape number 10 going to be? And what was the shape of number 5? And then finally, can you create a repeating pattern that just doesn't stop, that goes around the edge of this rectangle using the same number of boxes? Looking forward to seeing your repeating pattern learning on Dojo later. Have a great day and enjoy your half.